time to get through the street cross races. But before we do that, I am going to put on some more vinyls on this thing, or at least change some things around so I can get a higher visual rating.
Now credit is built with winning, rep is built with style. Upgrade your ride with visual eye candy so everyone knows who you are when you blow by them on the finish line.
Yeah, that should do it. I reckon that's some good work I've done for now. Yeah, I'll go with this. Okay. Now I'm gonna head over to the... Okay. The graphics shop. Part of the customization is now done, so I think I'll head over to the specialties shop now, so I can make this thing look even better, supposedly. Although that could just be me, but anyway. Yeah. Doing this so my car can get on the DVD covers. And also make it to 6 stars. I'll check and see if there is any more parts unlocked, but if there isn't, then, well, I'm just gonna get on with the... I'm just not gonna waste your time and get on with the races. Not waste any more of your time and just, you know, get on with the races now. Since I've been recording this for 10 minutes and the only thing I've really done so far is customization. Well, I'll go for one last look, and if there aren't any unlocked parts I can put on this thing, then I'm just going to wait until I have got some more body parts that will be unlocked and used for good. I literally landed sideways. I don't know how. But anyway, let's now head in the body shop. Okay, now we're at the 6-star rating. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I think we've now got our last DVD cover with the Hyundai. Because by the time we're done with stage 4, I'll be moving on to another car. And as to which one that is, well, you'll just have to wait and find out. But there we go. 6 stars, baby.
The film crew from Burnin' Wheels is hanging out looking for their next showboy. Get out there and give them something to be happy about.
Thank you, Rachel. Maybe I will. Anyway, let's now head out to the street cross races, as we will start over here. I should also mention the England flag I put in, it is quite patriotic. But anyway, here we go. The first street cross of stage 4, and it comes from Stuart. You must be here for a reason, and that's to lose. Get ready to get bent by the street cross. A map will be fired your way. Try not to get run down. Stuart, I think it is you who will be run down, not me. If you want to know something that might interest you, it'll be you who gets run down, not me. I'm also pretty sure all of our sponsored races are street cross events as well, because we signed with NOS. But anyway, so a Nissan Sentra, a Mitsubishi Eclipse, and a VW Golf GTI is our competition here in the first street cross race of stage 4. And already I'm off to a bad start because I have not made any overtakes. But hopefully that will change once this race really gets going. And already I pushed the Eclipse straight into the wall, but that's okay because I still managed to come away with the lead temporarily. And on the outside, now trying to clear the Nissan Sentra that's right beside me, but it's okay. I do manage to clear him. It's now pretty much going to be open space from here. And where hopefully from this I can manage to get at least 200 rap points, and then it means my average rap point score will not drop too low. I don't think it's going to be 300 because I think that's pretty much gone out the window now, but 200 rap points might be possible, providing I can pull away far enough. Because pulling away by big margins does matter, especially in stage 4. But anyway, my car is now up to a 3-star visual rating. And that is precisely what I am doing. And there we go. I win with a time of 2 minutes. Stuart was second in the Nissan Sentra, was third in the Golf, and Costas came fourth in the Eclipse. I can definitely say this car is easily 6 stars now, since I did the last bit of body tuning I could do to this thing. I'm pretty sure we're in the know-how destination when it comes to clinching the frickin' 6-star visual rating. Anyway, 1 down, 6 to go. And I am now gonna head over here to race number 2. I come in clutch, and here it is. Event number 2 from Dana. Hey yo Bama, you in luck. Street cross. About to get kicking, and we need another sucker. You up for a beatdown or what? Dana, if you are wanting me to basically go vice versa on who's getting the beatdown, I gotta say it's probably you who will be receiving the beatdown along with the rest of the competition, because I basically decimated my opponents in most of these races already, and I'm hopeful in saying I can continue that. So we got an Impreza, a 3000 GT, and a Golf GTI as our competition, and there goes the 3000 GT, who has already spun into the concrete. But either way, doesn't matter to me because I am now out in front. And that's precisely where I need to be. Also, the 3000 GT is now... Oh, Dana is driving the 3000 GT that's way the fuck behind us. Because she is a pretty huge margin behind us, I gotta say. Behind myself, Adam, and Angelo. Who are basically pulling away from her now. So, I think her race has basically been destroyed. Just totally delaminated. Is what I think. But anyways. Using my omnipotent Hyundai Coupe. It's not really omnipotent. But it doesn't matter, because I still win. Over Adam, Angelo, and Dana. And we still get max rep points regardless. We are really moving up in the world. And hopefully we can continue to move up in the world. Since we've now done 2 street cross races, and I think we still have either 5 or 6 to go. I was pretty sure I counted 7, so I think it probably is 5 left, but I'll check to be sure. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6 to go. Okay. Excuse me. So there's a total of 8 street cross races we have to do, including the sponsored races. Of course, I didn't do my own separate segments for the sponsored races because I figured it made more sense to make them look like they were actually part of the freaking race types themselves. Anyway, it don't ever look like much, but be clear, you disrespect the cross and it will get you fully bent. Just do what you know and roll her in first, the rest will follow. And if we can win the sponsored street cross, we'll get 2,150 credits, or 2,150 credits, if you're wanting a simpler way to put it. Anyway, let's see if I can give these guys the 4-1-1 of how I win these races. So we've got 2 Lancers and 1 Eclipse. So basically... Oh, correction. An IS-300, a Mitsubishi Lancer, and a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 8. Is what we have. along with a Lexus IS 300. And out goes the Eclipse. I'm going to assume the Lancer must have corrected his spin and basically got him back to where he was before. Oh well, it's fine. Shit. Fuck me. Can I please get away from the walls? It would be very nice if I could get away from these walls right now. And if I can go deeper into the spiral. I really lost control of my car there for a second. But it's fine, because I regain it. Anyways, I'm now 3 seconds ahead of Wes. Kostas is third, and it's Stuart who's running in fourth. And so we will continue to lead. Shit. Okay, it's alright, it's fine. I'm still at the front, I've not lost too much. And there we go. 3 street cross races in a row. Over Wes, Kostas, and Stuart. Oh well. We only get 200 from this, but that's okay, because I'm still on target to get the sponsor anyway. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it's above 270 in terms of the average score. You know what, yeah, I will get the replay now. A replay of my reliveried Hyundai Tiburon along with the sponsors I've basically had to stick this thing on with. Because I'm cool like that. Oh yeah, that was when I spun out the Eclipse. But it's okay. Because I do come away with the lead. It's also a shame to say that the only shots I can really get of myself in this spiral are mostly up-close shots. Which is okay, but I wouldn't say it's particularly good when you're trying to get something which will make you feel more obliged to watching the videos themselves. I'll get to the end of this lap and then I think that'll do it. Regarding the replays. Okay, I think that should do it now. We've done 3 races up to this point, we still have 5 to go. I reckon it's possible for me to at least squeeze in another 2 before I have to go. So, I think I'll do 2 more. I think I'll do 2 more, maybe 3. Anyway. Oh, we've now unlocked some new headlights. Okay, well, anyway. 3 street cross races down and still 5 to go. So let's now head down to Cole Harbour for our next 4. And our next one is another sponsored street cross. From Borwin. Bro, sponsors back winners. Winners sell products to kids. Winners get paid. We need to get paid, so go out there and win. Thank you, Borwin. I will go out and win, since that's very much a message of encouragement. I will gladly take it and make sure to fulfill your wishes. So we've got 2 350Zs and 1 106 in this race. And moving out the way so I don't get slowed down off the line. And just like that, I immediately elevate myself up into the lead. And now I just have to hope it's possible for me to stay in the lead. And so far, I seem to be doing that well, because I already have a 3-second gap over Martin. Which I can definitely say is resulting progress. Anyway. 1 lap down, 3 laps to go. As Martin is running in second, Lawrence runs in third, and it's Borwin who is running fourth. We shall keep this going. And so we move on. And it looks as though I'm going to come away with an easy 300 rep points. Basically hands down. Judging by how this race currently seems to be going. And for me at least, it's going pretty well. Because I've already got a big enough margin now for me to get 300 rep points almost no problem, basically. But anyway, that's just the way I see it right now. I could be wrong, but we're definitely on course to achieving that number now. So 8.9 seconds at the front. I reckon the race winner is going to be at least 9 seconds by the time I'm done, maybe even 10 seconds, if I can stay off the walls long enough. Or maybe more than that, because my opponents are making more mistakes than what I'm making, so that is well over 10 seconds. I reckon that's probably going to be at least a 16-second victory, maybe even 17 seconds, is what I think. Anyways, I win. 16.86 seconds over Lawrence. Martin third and Borwin was fourth. Oh, 15.8 seconds. My mistake. Well, nearly 16 seconds. Anyway, another 300 rep points, another 2150 credits in the bank, and we will now move on to event number 5, which is located somewhere close to here, I think anyway. Alrighty, and we've now got some more neons unlocked. Interesting. It shows we're making progress. Anyway. 4 events remain, so let's head down to our next one. Which is just down the road from here. And yep, it is. Okay. Coming from Harlan, Yo dude, this is a car race, not a horse and buggy affair, right? Cars are the ones that go vroom vroom. Maybe you should sit this one out until you get used to all these fancy horseless carriages. Harlan, you can literally suck my ass. Or basically eat my ass. If you think I don't know what a fucking car is, then I can assure you, you are about as wrong as assuming it's very easy to catch lightning in a bottle. And I mean literally. Because catching lightning in a bottle is almost impossible. Anyway. So a Toyota Supra, a Nissan 350Z, and what's already proven to be a wreck-strewn affair, and a Lancer Evo 8 is our competition here in Street Cross Race number 5, I think is what this is. Anyway. Time to now go out and kick our opponent's asses, since that's what I normally do. And so I will continue to do so, as I now already have a 4-second gap over the second placed car. Harlan is second, Nigel third, and Matteo is running in fourth. I'm pretty sure this is a race I will likely not lose because of how far ahead I am already. And now it looks like from here I'm pretty much going to destroy my competition, as long as I can stay off the walls. Anyway. We are still moving forwards, and that's what I am doing. Okay, we are still moving forwards. Let's see if we can keep this good string of momentum going just a little bit further. And we do, as I finish this race in 2 minutes 46.7 seconds. Harlan was second, Matteo third after I spun him out on the first lap, and Nigel in the Nissan 350Z came home fourth. Nice. Very nice. We are moving along nicely. I think I have time for one more race for this part of the video, since I've now done 5 already. I think I'm going to do what is, I think, the final sponsored Street Cross race. I'm going to do this one first, and then I'll save... excuse me. And I'll save the other 2 for later on. I figure that's the best way for me to compromise between the 2. No time to stunt. Tonight's the night to prove to these cats you ain't no hillbilly. Top the race and the bank, will start to flow. Do what you need to. Thank you, Liz. I am hopeful in saying that I will manage to do what I need to do. I'm also pretty sure I'll have a lot of money by the time I'm done with stage 4. But hopefully, by the time I get done with the URL races, my average rep score should be good enough for me to get the Grady sponsorship. Anyway, so we've got a Hyundai, a Mitsubishi Eclipse, and a Nissan 350Z. As already, I'm forcing 2 of my opponents into the wall who shut the door on me early, and already all 3 of us have had a terrible start. And it's now getting even worse. And if it happens again, then I'm just going to restart. But hopefully I won't have to. However, it looks like I may have to. Unless I can forcibly clear my opponent. Or basically force my opponent into a crash. Oh, apparently it's Liz at the front. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting any rep points from this. Yeah, this race is too close. I'm not getting any rep points. I don't think, anyway. Unless I can rapidly pull away. I don't think that's good enough for 200. Good enough for 100, but not 200. So anyways, Liz was second, Carvey came home first, and Carvey came home third, and it was Greg who came home fourth in the other Hyundai. Okay, I'll take 200. And another 2150 in the bank, and yeah, I'll save the game now. I don't need to get 300 rep points every time, I just need to make sure that I'm staying on target with the requirements that I need to get the final sponsor, which I do believe is somewhere between the mid 270s and the low 280s at the least, in order for me to clinch it. But the way things are going now, I reckon we're still on target. We don't have to get 300 rep points every single time, but I reckon we're doing good. And we are still doing good. 288.9. Okay. So we have just 2 street cross races left. However, I don't have enough time currently to get through those other 2 street cross events, so I will get back to this again later on, in a few hours or so. Continuing the street cross events of stage 4, as of which I now know there is a total of 8 of these we need to do. I've done 6 of these so far. I've done 3 of the normal street cross races and all of the sponsored races, which are all street cross races. And now we will continue that by getting on with this. And it comes from Demetrius. I've read this message before, don't need to read it again. My only response to that is, I hope your carriage has a motor. Even though it probably won't be a good motor. At least not like my motor. Anyway, here we go. So we get a Nissan Sentra, a 350Z, and an Eclipse. as our lineup here. I don't know which one Demetrius is driving, but I will probably laugh if he is the one in the Eclipse. Ha! He is the guy in the Eclipse. Okay. I just figured I'd laugh because, you know, it kind of looks like I'm staring at Two-Face when I see that Eclipse. Not one of those sit back and laugh type of deals, but just, you know, because I think the body vinyl on that car, personally, it does look a bit ridiculous. I think it looks a bit sloven on that Eclipse. Now this is just my opinion, but I think it looks a bit sloven in terms of the style it puts up. Even though there are still some fans out there who do actually appreciate that body vinyl. But either way, I don't think it really matters too much. Demetrius is now at the back of the field. Well, at least I can say his car has a motor. Which means, of course, that he is moving. Of course, any car buff will be able to tell you that whenever a mechanic says motor, he or she simply refers to the engine, because the motor basically is the engine. Anyways, so Andy came home second, Lily third, and Demetrius, in his rather ridiculous looking Mitsubishi Eclipse, came home fourth. Well, in his two-faced Mitsubishi Eclipse. More or less. Anyways, I win. 300 rep, 1200 bank. We now have just one race to go. And then we can get on with the special events of Stage 4. Which will be coming right at you once we are done with this. Hopefully. Okay, one race remains. And that is up in Jackson Heights. So, without further ado, let's head straight up there. And here it is. The last street cross race of Stage 4. And it comes from Jamie. Let me give you the 4-1-1. We race, I win, you give me your bank. We can just skip the humiliation if you'd rather just hand over the bank now. What do you say? I say bring it on. Since I am probably going to whoop your ass anyway. So my simple response is, bend over, boy. I also think that line was used in a Fast and Furious movie once. Anyway, so we get a 106, an RX-7, and a TT as our competition here. And I gotta say, that's a pretty big wing on that Peugeot. Oh, and everyone has wrecked, which allows me to take the lead by default. And now I already have a second out in front. And all that's left for me to do is to hope I can manage to hold on to the win. If that is possible. And I reckon it is perfectly possible. And that's a wall. And so we continue to set the pace up front. Three laps are down and 1 lap to go, as I'm pretty sure we're racing in a parking lot. At least it feels like we're racing in a parking lot. Unless we're just doing this on enclosed roads, that could also be the case. Anyways, I win. And as I expected, I demolished the competition. So Eric came home second, Nick was third, and it was Jamie who came home fourth. Also, I'm trying to remember if I recorded a replay. I think I did. I'd have to go back and check to be sure, but I believe I did. Anyways, what's important is another 300 rep points and another 1200 bank points. So there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did record a replay. Anyways, I will save the game now, since this is pretty much going to be what I think will be done. And now, we will not lose anything. So, that is another string of races now in the books. And what I am going to do now is get on with the special events. So, 55% complete with the game. I now have 41,500 credits in my bank, spent a total of 43k on the car itself. We've now done 122 races in this game, and I think if we can finish another 100, that should give us 100%. And we've now done 24 street cross races in this game now. So hopefully that number by the end will be 36. And there we go. So that's all of the street cross races now done. And next time, we will be working our way through the special events. Coming in the next episode of Underground 2.
No one can buy, I need speed when I'm racing that strip. I got the book.